Okay, so I'm getting ready to do another juice. This is still day one for me, July 31st. I still have a lot of things left over in my refrigerator from the smoothies that I've been doing for the past couple weeks. So this juice sort of has a lot of random ingredients in it, but it's okay. It's what I have and I need to finish it, so I'm cool just, throwing it in with the same juice. Sort of what I've got here, I'm getting ready to show you the vegetables that I've already prepped and washed, so you can see what I'm going to put in here. And like I mentioned, this is not from any recipe book, it's just whatever I have in the refrigerator. So 1 second, I'll show you the veggies and then we'll get to juicing. Okay, so veggies and fruits. This is going to be a mixture of both, whereas my first juice was mainly just fruits. I've got 2 organic apples there. I've got some red grapes, seedless red grapes. I've got 1 head of the organic romaine lettuce. I got 1 stalk of celery here. This is organic celery that I bought at Publix. Celery, if you've never juiced it, it can sometimes be an overwhelming flavor in your juice. So I try, unless I'm just wanting to have that celery taste, I try not to put too much of it in because it'll actually overpower a lot of things. I've got 1 lime here from the U-Pick farm. And then I've also got some more greens over here. I've got this organic baby spinach. This is one of my staple veggies that I buy from Sam's Club. This whole tub, if you can see how big this tub is here, this thing is less than $4 at Sam's Club. If you don't have a Sam's Club membership, you can get a tub that's a little bit smaller than this for still a pretty good price at Walmart, but that's what I'm going to use for my juice. I have some pineapple here. This is remnants of what I was using for making my smoothies. These little parts right here are the actual core parts that I cut out. I normally, when I'm making a smoothie, I do not include the core in there because it's just more of a harder consistency, more fibrous than the rest of the pineapple, and sometimes it's not as sweet. But for juicing, save the cores, juice the cores, that way you're not wasting as much. So I've got a couple pieces and a few cores left that I'm going to throw into my mix. Then I have these, well, that's upside down. I've got these organic sweet petite carrots. I like the baby carrots because they're just sweeter, and that's what I like to use. Now I did see a big bag, like 25-pound bag of juicing carrots, organic ones at Publix for $25. That's actually a better deal than these, even though I like the sweetness of these. But you may see me buy that bigger bulk, since I'm doing a lot of juicing. This bag right here, it's less than $4 for 3 pounds, which is still not bad. But, I can get 25 pounds for 15 of full-grown carrots organic, so you may see me do that. I'll let you know, keep you posted. So I'm going to set you over here so that you can see the juice come out. And we'll go ahead and get started. Now, one of the things somebody asked me today, which this is a great question, so I'm going to just go ahead and try to answer this question the same time I'm doing this. They were asking me about juicing fruits and vegetables that leave somewhat of a residue inside of your juicer. Like, for example, pineapple is a pulpy fruit. So if you juice pineapple, in some cases it leaves a lot of stuff on your mesh. It leaves a lot more pulp than, say, a piece of celery does or a head of lettuce, because that one has more of a water content to it. So what I recommend doing, this is what I do myself, I normally will juice my things that have more fiber base to them and they leave more of that pulp residue on the mesh, and then I'll follow it with something that has a higher water content, such as an apple or the lettuce. Those type of things are going to flush the pulp from your mesh and make it easier for you to get juice out of your machine without having to stop in the middle and clean out the mesh. So let's go ahead and get started. You'll sort of see the order I do things, and this is the best thing I can think of to keep from having to stop in the middle of the juice process to clean. Alright, I'm going to start off with carrots, and I'm just going to put a couple of handfuls in my juice. with some spinach. Now spinach, you don't get a lot of juice out of the spinach, so I'm going to just stuff my chute as full as I can get it. That way I get a lot of those good nutrients from this spinach. So I'm doing about 2½ handfuls of the spinach as well. And then, if you want to, since you know that this is a fibrous vegetable, just follow it up, drop an apple in there as well, and then just push it all through. Alright, then I'm going to go with my celery. And then the grapes. Got my pulp pieces. I'm going to put my lime through, and then my lettuce. Last but not least, one organic apple I saved for the last. Alright, so we got everything ran through there. I'm going to clean up and then we'll pour the juice. So, be right back. Alright, so I've got my juice ready. I ran it through my nut belt bag, and like I told you in my prior video, this is just a total optional thing, but I wanted to show you sort of what comes out of the juice when you do run it an additional time. If you see here, this is a lot of the pulp that's left in the juice that you would normally drink if you didn't strain it an additional time. Now there are some juices are better than others, so maybe this is you know, not typical for every single juicer out there, but you know, if I want to get this extra pulp out of my juice, the nut milk bag is an easy way to do that. And you can actually purchase these nut milk bags for pretty inexpensive on like Amazon or eBay. Just search for nut milk bag and you'll come up with results where you can purchase these if you want to get the extra fiber out of your juice. Now the reason why I choose to get the extra fiber out of my juice is because since I'm doing 10 days of juicing exclusively, I'm trying to eliminate as much fiber as possible, because even though this is not very much and it's, you know, part of the juice, it's still something your body has to still digest this, you know. So one of the benefits for me personally is when I eliminate this pulp, extra pulp from my juice, you know, I'm not giving my body anything extra to do other than take the nutrients from the juice. It doesn't have to do much labor at all, much work at all to, you know, to make use of the juice. If it has extra fiber in it or extra pulp in it, then your body has to take time to deal with that fiber and deal with that pulp. So fiber is good for you, don't get me wrong, but sometimes when you're giving your digestive system a break, you know, getting any extra fiber or any extra pulp out of it, that works well with the idea of giving your digestive system a break and not having it do anything extra. Just work on, you know, detoxing your body and healing your body, putting that extra energy into other things other than digesting. So That's why I do it. I learned this on YouTube, you know, so I'm still a student of, you know, this idea of juicing and giving your digestive system a break and detoxing. I'm still a student, so just like with anything else, research it for yourself. You know, if it's something that you're not sure about, and for me it was something that I had never really heard much about, and so I did a lot of research independently before I decided what's good for me and what I actually want to do with my journey. So do the same. Take a little bit of time to research. But anything I do, I'll share with you guys. It's not that I'm recommending for you to do it, but just an idea. So I'm pretty open-minded with things, and I like to learn. So hopefully you'll learn a couple of tricks from this. I spent like hours on YouTube watching videos, so if you don't have all that time, I'll give you the cliff notes. Alright, so let's pour the juice. Okay, so I've got the juice here. It's a beautiful green, deep green color, if you can sort of see how that looks in my cup. I got some ice in there to make sure that it's nice and cool, which is how I prefer it. So we're going to give you the face for the taste. That is good. It's perfect. Like I was telling you with the celery, it's not overpowering the drink. You can still taste it. I know it's got lots of greens in it, but the fruit still shines and sings in this juice, and it's just delicious. So I'm glad I had all these leftovers from my smoothie endeavors to throw in there. I've never actually juiced grapes before, so that's a first for me. But really excited. Today feels good. I feel really good. No headaches. No, you know, stress. I don't feel depressed or anything. I remember last time on the first day of the juice fast I did, I sort of felt a little bit down, but I think that my body has sort of been priming up for this. So I feel really good today. I've drunk plenty of water in between, so this is my actual third juice of the day if you count the Master Cleanse juice that I did early this morning. So this will put an end to my day one videos. I'm going to drink this cup of juice that I made, as well as the rest that's left in this container right here, if you can sort of see down in that container. I'm going to drink the rest of that juice, and that'll be the end of day one for me. I'll drink some water before I go to bed and get some good rest. That's another key thing. When you're doing things like this, you want to give your body rest. If you want to take a break from TV, things that you normally do in the evening, read a book, do something that's relaxing, or meditate, you know, anything that you can do to just, you know, clear your mind. Some people associate watching TV with eating, so if you're one of those people, which I know I have been for many years, I'm sort of breaking out of that habit. But, you know, try to avoid the situations where you put yourself that you're going to want a snack. Personally, I don't feel hungry. I don't have any really desire to eat anything right now, but I know on my first fast that was an issue for me. So I do have a couple pictures, or not pictures, but videos posted on my YouTube channel, Bella Green Girl, which sort of covered my, a couple days of that first fast that I did. If you want to go watch them, I actually look sort of miserable in them now that I go back and watch them after the fact, but that'll give you an idea. I think I did a day one and a day three video last time, so you can just see. But this time I can already tell I'm a lot more positive. I know what I'm doing a little bit more, so I think this is ultimately going to be a better experience for me. So thanks, and happy day one. See you later. Bye-bye.